Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first full week of virtual learning. I know it was kind of weird last week with Thanksgiving break, but I kind of want to talk to you about how class is going to be conducted virtually from now until at least Christmas break. Okay, couple reminders. You should have already turned in activity 2.3. Okay, and even though this says due tomorrow, it's actually due today at 8 a.m., activity 2.4. All you got to do is read the worksheet and fill out each section. Okay, so both of those are due because I'm going to be grading them today. So, for the week of December 1 through 4, after watching this video, I want you to read over the class expectations. Okay, I'm going to show them to you right now, but I want to make sure that you actually look over this document. Okay, it's going to outline everything we're going to do as far as the basic structure of class, how I'm grading things, how we're going to conduct class virtually. Okay, so beginning on Mondays, or the first day of the week that we have, you will be reading part of Pygmalion, and I'm going to release all of your material on that first day of the week. That way you have everything you need and you can take your time to figure out when you're going to get items done. Okay, so every Monday you'll get your agenda and figure out, okay, this is what I have to do this week. Every Wednesday, there's going to be a discussion post in Google Classroom for you to fill out. We've done these before, but you have to answer all the questions in race strategy format, and then you have to respond to two of your classmates in order to get full points. Then lastly, every Friday, you'll have a writing assignment due. This is going to be something, excuse me, I'm going to explain in this video. And you're going to turn in a worksheet with the questions from the reading from usually Monday when I release everything. There may be other assignments added in during certain weeks, but this is the general structure of class. I will tell you that we are no longer going to do warm-ups. I figure we've got enough going on that that's something we don't really need to do every week. So you can do a little happy dance. We're not doing any more warm-ups, at least through Christmas break. Okay, and unless I specify, everything you need is going to be in Google Classroom. I've got the play in there, I've got videos in there to help you, which I will show you in a little bit later here. So my expectations. You're going to be expected to log into Google Classroom at least every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because that's when things are due. On Monday, you'll get new materials and instructions. Please watch the instructional videos. I do them because they give you a lot of information. This first one's going to be long because we have a lot to give you. Um, but I want to make sure that you're actually understanding what's going on. Sometimes I'm going to summarize what you should have learned last week. Sometimes I might add extra information to help you be successful when reading this play on your own at home. On Wednesday, you're going to have a discussion post, and Friday is when your assignments are going to be due. Okay, discussion posts are things that we've already talked about and done before, and the instructions are going to be in Google Classroom. So I expect you to log in on Monday to check for new assignments. I expect you to have stuff done on Wednesday for your discussion post and turn things in on Friday so that I can count you here for the whole week. If you spend the whole week and I don't see any of your material turned in, I will be calling home. I need you guys to stay with me and stay focused because we're still in class and you still need to pass to graduate for your English 4 credits. So please, please don't disappear on me. I will have office hours through Zoom on Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I will provide a link for you in Google Classroom. However, if you're stuck at any time, please email me. I'll be available. I'm going to check it frequently. So please make sure that you advocate for yourself and contact me if you have a problem um, or if you have um, any questions about what you're working on. Please do not stop participating in class. I can't stress that enough. Don't disappear into the wind on me. I need you here, focused, learning on what we're working on, because we will pick this back up when we come back in January. I'm saying when, not if. Positive thinking, guys. All right. Please use your school email because the other ones get blocked. So make sure you're using your GCHS email. And please remember, I'm here for you. I did my entire master's degree online. I've taken a lot of online college classes. I'm a pro, not exactly what I'd call pro, but I have done a lot of work virtually. So I can help. I understand the struggle of being home because you have a million and one distractions going on. I get it, but we still have work to do. Okay? All your resources are stuff you've already got. You really don't need your book because I've put it on a PDF format, which I'll show you in a minute. Um, if I feel like people are not turning in their work and it's more than just one or two people, you could end up with quizzes. And they're going to be in Skyward and they're only going to be in a certain time frame. So please don't do that. Again, if you turn in your work on time and everybody's doing their job, we don't have to worry about quizzes, but they are an option. The grading is also here. Everything is kind of already put in here as far as stuff that I'm definitely going to grade, which is your discussion posts, your worksheet that you turn in every week, and a weekly diary entry that I'm going to go over with you. Okay, you will have a final test on Pygmalion. It just depends on whether or not we finish the unit before coming back after Christmas break. All right, so that's the basic expectations. So once you've looked over this document, the next thing I want you to look over is actually the diary for Act 1, because this is something you're going to turn in on Friday. So let's look at this document here. So you're going to be writing several diary entries for each act, all right? So you're going to have 5 acts. That's going to be 5 diary entries plus the before reading entry. So that's 6 entries in total. Okay, you are going to be writing from a specific viewpoint that showcases a character's thoughts, feelings, and reactions to what's happening in the play. These will be part of your final project. What that means is that it's going to be something you have to do every week. Okay, you're going to make a copy of this document. You're going to title it with your last name and Pygmalion Diary. So, like I put here, Butcher's Pygmalion Diary. You're going to write your diary entry week for each week in this document. I didn't do new instructions for each entry. I gave you all of them in here. I felt that that was easier after teaching this last year. So before reading, you're going to create a diary entry of about 7 to 10 sentences that reflects on your first week of online learning from your own personal viewpoint. So you probably have to wait till Friday to do this one, which is fine, but I want you to explain, the pros and cons that you face this week and any struggles you see happening, and just kind of have fun with this and add your own personal flair. And then you're going to do diary entry for Act 1. You're going to choose either Professor Higgins or Eliza. Those are your 2 character choices. So you are going to pretend you're one of those, and you're going to write a diary entry from their viewpoint. Okay? So we're doing a little bit of creative writing. And again, I talk about like what I'm looking for to get full credit. Okay? So that's going to be due on Friday. Act 1 reading. So I did a few things here I want you to show you. You actually have 2 options for this part. Me personally, I enjoy reading, so I would actually click on the link, the Project Gutenberg, because that's the direct link to Act 1 for Pygmalion. However, if you know that you don't really enjoy reading, you can actually listen to the audiobook version of Pygmalion. Okay, so that's Pygmalion Act 1 right here. That's the audiobook. And as you can see, it's 20 minutes. Might be faster than reading it on your own. It's entirely up to you. The other part that's really hard, and that I wish we were doing live so I could go over this with you, is the dialogue. Eliza comes from a background that's very uneducated. So she speaks in what's called a Cockney accent, and she's really hard to understand in certain situations. And this play is all about language. so that's going to be a little bit difficult. Um, but I made sure that I put in a video that talks about it, or at least shows you what that would sound like. Um, and it's kind of fun. Um, once you're done looking over the class expectations and what you need to do for the diary entry, you're going to read Act 1. This will help you a little bit with the Act 1 discussion post. You don't necessarily have to have it read before doing the discussion post. Most weeks you will need to have read the act before the discussion post. But this week you're going to do some modern comparisons to the Pygmalion myth. So you might want to at least listen to the audiobook before answering this discussion post. So what modern day literature or movies or TV shows do you know that have similar ideas or themes to Pygmalion? And then you explain your reasoning. Okay, then you have to respond to 2 classmates. So that's due on Wednesday. Then you have questions for Act 1. Now, when you open this document, you do not have to be doing the first part because we already did it in class. Okay, so you're actually going to skip all the way until you get to this page. It says, discuss the Pygmalion archetype and why does this myth permeate world cultures? What is the human nature that inspires us to create life? Okay, that's talking about how we learned in Pygmalion that he obsessed over that statue forever. And then we also learned about Frankenstein and how he obsessed about creating life using lightning and science. And he created his own monster. So I want you to kind of write about your thoughts on why we're obsessed with creating life. And then you're going to do this notes page for Act 1. And you're going to do the quick writes right here. And it talks about some of the characters. You do not have to read the myth again, because again, we've already done this. We didn't read Pinocchio, so if you're interested in that, you could read Pinocchio if you want. But you only have to do these 2 pages for this week. You're not always going to be lucky and not have to do all of the things, but for this week, you only have to do the Discuss Pygmalion Archetype page and the Note Taker Quick Write page. Okay? Lucky you guys. So that's the Act 1 questions. Those are also due on Friday. So to go through this again, you're first going to watch this video. Then you're going to look over the class expectations. You are going to start reading Act 1. And then you're going to answer the discussion post on Wednesday. After doing the discussion post, if you've already read the Act 1, then you can actually do the questions really fast and spend time on Thursday and Friday finishing your diary. I know that seems like a lot, but we'll get there. This week's going to be a little crazy when you're learning your schedule, but please reach out if you need help. To make sure that you actually listen to my videos and you've made it all the way to the end, which is awesome, I'm going to pose sort of like a bonus question every week. And you get 5 points if you answer the bonus question in your diary Act 1 comments. So when you turn in your document, you guys have those private comments that you can send me. In the private comment for this entry, I want you to answer this question. What was your favorite thing that you did over Thanksgiving break? That will give you 5 bonus points in the grade book. So again, hopefully you understand what's going on, and reach out if you have questions, and I'll talk to you guys soon.